Yes, my dear friend, welcome back to the channel. This is Salon's Blog. A beautiful Sunday morning here in Southeast Asia, Malaysia to be precise. Wherever you are around the globe, you are highly welcome to this very special Sunday morning edition. Look, great news I have for you here right now, right in this place. Don't go anywhere. Stay glued to your handset or your TV or whatever you're watching me on. Dear friend, big news coming up. And remember tonight, Chelsea Inter Milan. Chelsea Inter Milan. Yes, it's going to be live. Chelsea Inter Milan. I'm not sure which channel you're going to be watching it on in Africa, but I know there's a if you have the Chelsea app, there's a link on the Chelsea app. You have to pay. Yes, £4.99. Let's say £5 to watch it live on the Chelsea app. £4.99 to watch it live if you have the Chelsea app. Ladies and gentlemen, remember we are on TikTok. And so you can get us on TikTok. Every minute by minute updates are all on TikTok. Ladies and gentlemen, let's get started because there's so much to talk about. From Chalobah to Victor Osimhen to the... Look, a lot to talk about this morning. In the next 15 minutes, ladies and gentlemen, let's get started right now. Chalobah and Datro Fofana was discussed in a swap deal before a straight cash bid was accepted. Chelsea are believed to have 3 bids rejected for Neto privately before a deal was struck. Ladies and gentlemen, the Neto deal that came as a surprise to us wasn't just, an easy deal. Neto deal that Chelsea just sealed without, even a fly hearing a hint of the deal, the whole conversation. 3 bids were rejected initially. 3 bids were rejected, and Trevor Chalobah and Datro Fofana were even offered. They were all rejected. 3 bids were rejected. For you to know how secretive George Mendes, the super agent George Mendes is. Anything George Mendes is doing, trust me, unless he doesn't want his client to come to you, if he wants his client to come to you, he will do everything possible to get that deal done. Well, finally, we have Neto. Pedro Neto with Chelsea. Ladies and gentlemen, all right? Look, Emma Hayes, our ladies head coach, the Chelsea women head coach, who just left us in, June, right? To take over the U.S. national team job, the U.S. women team job, has already won his first trophy at the Olympic. She has already won the first trophy for the US of A at the Olympic. Emma Hayes win gold for USA in her first ever major tournament as their manager. This is why they were able to convince her to leave Chelsea after 12 years. For them to convince her to leave Chelsea, one of our oldest coaches, our oldest staff that has been working, she won almost everything. She won almost everything for Chelsea, ladies and gentlemen. In the 11-12 year that she stayed in Chelsea. Yes, throughout Jose Mourinho time, she has been there till only this June she left for the US of A. She's an American, so when they came calling, she decided to finally go home. And she has won their first trophy for them. Yes, the first gold for the US, for Emma Hayes as an international coach. All right, ladies and gentlemen, it has come to our notice, according to DiMarzio, that Napoli actually want to buy Lukaku on their terms. On their terms only. Napoli want to buy Lukaku on their terms only. Around 30 million euros. Look, ladies and gentlemen, they could end up having Osimhen and Lukaku on the same team by the end of the window. Yes. If they want to insist on their terms that they want to buy Lukaku on their terms, these Italian teams, I said it before, they think they are smart. If they are not very careful, they could end up having both Lukaku. Chelsea might just let Lukaku for them because we want to get rid of him, right? Yeah, we might just allow them to have Lukaku. And then we look elsewhere. They could end up having both Osimhen and Lukaku on the same team by the end of the window. Osimhen is available for a sale only. And that's the statement they also issued, that Osimhen is available for a sale only. But well, I have some other news for you on Osimhen. So don't go anywhere yet. What the player himself wants and what is happening around Napoli right now, I will let you know. Now, look at the picture on your screen. Look at the picture right there on your screen, ladies and gentlemen. It is your breakfast news, and I will not take much of your time. But look at the picture right there on your screen. That's Pedro Neto on his ex. Pedro Neto showing, it says Stamford Bridge. He's happy, he's excited to be part of the family, the blue family. Stamford Bridge with the blue, circle, the blue ball. That is Pedro Neto right there on your screen. Okay, ladies and gentlemen, let's continue from there. You see, right now as we speak, Chelsea's main focus for now, however, revolves around cutting the size of the first team squad. Our sporting directors, our owners, their main focus right now revolves around cutting the size of the first team squad. With sporting directors Paul Winstanley and Lawrence Stewart set to be working 16 hours a day. 16 hours a day to try to get through all the necessary work. That is in fact, the whole of this week, it has been one of the busiest weeks at Cobham for the sporting directors. And it is the reason why the Neto deal was left for Egbali to work on. Egbali personally worked on a Neto deal because the sporting directors are busily working on other issues. There are players that they need to let go. 45 players in our squad is just too much. Bloated squad. It will be difficult for our coach to work on. Now, our sporting director, they'll be working 16 hours a day for you to know the magnitude of job, of work that they are doing over there. We also understand that Pedro Neto has just passed his medical. Last night, he passed his medical in London as new Chelsea player. Contract to be signed that yesterday evening, valid until June 2030. Yes, his contract will be valid until June 2030, plus an option for further season. Neto will be at Stamford Bridge today, Sunday, to be presented to the supporters. Ladies and gentlemen, you have to be at the stadium or you have to watch the game. Pedro Neto will be presented to the supporters today at Stamford Bridge. Ladies and gentlemen, you have to watch it live by yourself. I'll be watching it live, dear friends. Yes, I will be watching it live. Well, now, finally, let me talk to you about Victor Osimhen. I want to let you know exactly what is happening. Napoli director, Mana, confirms. Napoli director Mana is the one speaking. He said Victor Osimhen has asked to leave the club. He wants to go. The situation is clear. There were already chances for his exit last summer. Victor wants to leave. We will see in the next 20 days. Case closed. Victor has already submitted his letter that I'm leaving this club. I want to leave. It was supposed to be last summer. They convinced him to stay by offering him an improved salary so that they could get a better, better deal for him. Now, according to the agreement that they had, they cannot renege on that agreement. And Victor insisted again to them that he wants to leave. He wants to go. The situation is clear. There were already chances for his exit last summer. Victor wants to leave. We will see in the next 20 days. Ladies and gentlemen, the next 18-19 days, a lot is going to be taking place. I told you, Victor Osimhen's deal could drag on until the last hour. The last hour of the last transfer week of the transfer window. It could drag on till then. When there are no options for Napoli, they will drop the asking price and Chelsea will get our man. At that point, they will also have Romelu Lukaku. So don't worry. Don't worry. Be happy. Don't worry. Be happy. And I am saying this with confidence because I know Romelu Lukaku is a Chelsea player. The year 2024-2025 season, Napoli and Chelsea, this deal is going to favor Chelsea. We are winning on all sides. Don't worry. All right, quickly before I let you go this morning, it is your breakfast news. Reece James has suffered a setback ahead of the new season after suffering a new hamstring injury. My goodness. Reece James has suffered a setback again ahead of the new season. How? What happened? How did it happen? James felt some discomfort during training at Cobham this week. Ladies and gentlemen, you see, that is why every day I thank God that we have this guy you can see on your screen. Every blessed day, I thank God that we have Malo Gusto in our squad. I thank God every day that we have Malo Gusto right there in this squad. Reece James and the niggling injury situation that can never be resolved. How? I think he went for surgery before the season ended, he was out for a very long time. So what happened again? Our captain, the season is just about to kickstart. We were in US of A and we left US of A preseason tour unscattered with no injuries problem. So how come again? Ladies and gentlemen, this is your breakfast news. I will come back and I will talk more on this issue because it's a very important issue we need to discuss. Our captain is out again, but I just thank God we have a replacement which is absolutely perfect for that position. I just think that it's time for Chelsea to move on from Reece James. We will have to sell him. Fantastic player, no doubt, but his injuries isn't helping anyone. A coach will plan something around the captain, Reece James, then in the last hour, an injury. How can, we can't build a team around someone that is not always available. No, he's a captain, and we can't build a team around a captain that is not always available. Ladies and gentlemen, no. Well, according to the report from Fabrizio Romano, he said Reece James has suffered minor hamstring injury this week, as Johnson Sport reported. Not serious injury, but Chelsea staff will be careful to have Reece in best conditions possibly when back. Not as serious. Well, we wait to see the. I mean, maybe from tomorrow we should get the full details on that, or maybe later today. But ladies and gentlemen, it is not good. It's not good. It is not good. No. Well, quickly, before I go to your shout out, before I get to the shout out, let me just say this. Today's game or tonight's game, I will expect a good game. I will expect an interesting game tonight against Inter Milan. I believe Maresca will start at least 8 out of 11 players he will start against City in the Premier League next Saturday. I believe that Maresca will start 8 out of the players that he will be expecting to use next week. 8 out of the 11, I will expect him to start them in tonight's game. Also, I will expect every tactics to be simplified and the start of the season while they continue to perfect it in training. I will expect the tactics to be simplified in today's game, whilst we will expect that tactics to be what? To be perfected in training. No unnecessary high line or dangerous passes. No unnecessary high line or dangerous passes in tonight's game. Going into Man City game. In all, I expect a more stable Chelsea against Inter Milan tonight. Ladies and gentlemen, let's get to your shout out. It is your breakfast. Let's get to your shout out. Then I get out of this place. Quickly. The bad news we received, I'm not happy about it. Well, this one says, your name is not here. I have a problem when you don't put your name. It's difficult for me to give you shout out, ladies and gentlemen. He says, hopefully, Osimhen to Chelsea. What's the name there? Sander. You're not putting your name. Please give me your name and where you are watching from so we can give you a big shout out. This one says, my brother, I really appreciate your news update. I'm Coach Abdul Aziz by name from Lagos. Big shout out to you out there. My brother, my big brother, Coach Abdul Aziz from Lagos, Nigeria. Big shout out to you. Have a great, great Sunday morning. This one says, Mr. Selon, I Chelsea captain Murillo this summer. Our defense will be strong. I'm telling you, he is also better than all our defense. And Fadel Fadi from Togo, up Chelsea. Yes, Murillo is really a big, big player in defense. If Chelsea can get him, trust me, our defense will be more stable. Murillo, we already know, he is a central defender, very huge one. And he will go a very long way to help Chelsea's defense. I am telling you, big shout out to you out there. Fadel Fadi from Togo, big shout out to you. All right, this one says, who else has to lower his or her volume to listen to my man? Do you really have to lower your volume to listen to me? Am I over shouting or my voice is low? I'm very loud, right? Yes, I want you to get me very loud and clear. You don't need to lower your volume. Listen to me carefully, ladies and gentlemen. Big shout out to you out there. Your name is not here. CJ. All right, let me know where you are watching me from, CJ. All right. Okay, this was a blue for life. We are waiting for our maestro, Victor Osimhen. Definitely. And the name is what? Vincent what? Kelechi what? Please remember to send me your name and where you are watching from. All right, this one says, my brother, Chelsea are making mistakes by exiting Chalobah. No Chelsea defender is more experienced currently more than Chalobah after Silva left. Chalobah has won big trophy with Chelsea while he's on duty. That's what made him most experienced Chelsea player. Why letting him out? Guys think to avoid mistakes. We already had defense problems since Silva left. The only experienced defender we have, you want to let him out of the team. This is bad news for us, Chelsea. I am telling you. And coming from who? Your name is not here. You wrote a very nice piece out here, but your name is not here. Please send me your name and where you are watching from. Big shout out to you guys all out there anyway. Having 40 something is not big deal. Let a coach decide on player he needs and get away the rest. Because not easy to train enough squad. Thank you. Yeah, 40-man squad is a huge one for any coach to work with. They will need to trim it down. Yes, they need to. Anyway, big shout out to you out there. Keep your name coming in and where you are watching from, ladies and gentlemen. Just about what they are doing to Chalobah is not good at all. Even Badasheli is in first team. It's better to keep Chalobah and sell Badasheli out of the club. If you agree, hit the like and comment and let's share ideas. Well, the truth is that we already knew Chalobah is far better than Badasheli. But we don't know what they've seen in Badasheli. The truth is, they are selling Chalobah for the profit. That is the truth. Big shout out to you out there, Matthew, what? Well, please send me your name and where you are watching from. Big shout out to you guys all. I'm so happy with sign Osimhen. That good news. Mr. Selon, thanks so much to give us news. Keep working, Mr. Selon blog. Good night. All right, good morning to you also. Big shout out to you. Names are not here. John from Uganda, big shout out to you. My brother John from Uganda. He said, my brother, Chelsea don't need striker. I'm watching from Europe. Really? Come again. You said Chelsea don't need a striker. We really need a striker. We need a striker. In fact, top-notch striker. Ladies and gentlemen, big shout out to you. Anyway, which part of Europe are you watching from and your full name, please? I could see something like Raphael Sapon. Raphael Sapon, right? Big shout out to you, my brother, Raphael Sapon. Which part of Europe are you? Let me hear from you in the comment section one more time. All right? This one says, Selçuk Emeka, Sterling, Badasheli, Broa, Chilwell. Well, those are all already on the list of players that we needed to sell, except Badasheli. Okay? Okay. Your name is not here, so I don't know how to give the big shout out, but in fact, happy Sunday to you guys all out there. Good evening, Mr. Selon. I'm excited. Whenever I hear your news, I know that a good update is coming out. The only thing we can pay we can pay you just to subscribe your channel. Watching you right from Cameroon. Well, thank you very much, dear friend. I appreciate your concern. Yes, you can subscribe to the channel. Subscribe to the channel and be a member. You can be a member of this channel as well. There's a button there, down there. You can click on it, register yourself, be a member. We're going to be having exclusives for members only. So start registering with the channel and be a member. I will appreciate that from you. Big shout out to you out there, Ananias Manga from Cameroon. All right, quickly. This one says, please, Samu is not needed, but Osimhen. We already got Samu on our books. He took his medicals yesterday. This one from, he said, what time is our match, Sadiq Adeleke? Well, it depends. I will have to check it, and if I can get it for those of you in Africa, then I will let you know. Big shout out to you out there, Sadiq Adeleke. Good evening, happy weekend, good weekend. All right, this is coming from Brahim Shola. Big shout out to you out there, Brahim Shola. Yes. This one from Patrick Owolanke. Say good evening, enjoy your update. Thank you so much, and big shout out to you out there, Patrick. All right, this one says, we are still waiting for Osimhen. Up Chelsea, watching from Malaysia, Blue Blood, Chukudi Nas. Okay, the last one says, Colin Wisdom says, back-to-back update. Yes, back-to-back update. Dear friend, back-to-back update. Colin Wisdom from GH Ghana. Big shout out to you out there. All right, this is the new rule in PL. All club must sell players from academy. That is not a rule. It is a PSR rule. Profit sustainability rules. And so the clubs try to maneuver the account. They try to outsmart the rule by selling academy players, which when they sell an academy player, it's a pure profit. It's easier for them to use that to balance the books, to balance the account. It is not a rule that they must sell academy players, no, but rather they want to balance the account for the PSR rule not to catch up with them. Yeah, that is how it is. All right, big shout out to you out there, my brother, wherever you are watching from. Let me have your name and where you are watching from. Okay, this one says Chidichuku Indukaku. Chidichuku Indukaku from France, Paris. And keep the good work, brother. Indukaku from France, watch me from France. Big shout out to you out there. Happy Sunday to you. Big shout out. Keep your comments coming in with your name and where you are watching from. This one says, Chelsea fans are still waiting for Osimhen. Yes, we are waiting. Johannes, it's been a long time. Finally, I got you here. He said, why are you talking about Osimhen? Tell Osimhen to give up. He is used. Oh, my goodness. Well. Big shout out to you guys all out there. Happy Sunday. I will see you guys in the next one. When you see me, dear friends, shalom and peace.